what's coming out is there's going to be a parent, or a lot of insurance companies are actually going to give discounts to parents who make a parent-child contract with their child for driving safety, saying like when they need to be home, how they're going to drive, how many people they can have in their car at this point. And so, I mean, a lot of parents are thinking about doing this. I know my parents didn't do this with me, but...
Oh, I mean, it's crazy how, like, when you're an experienced driver, you feel like you're such a good driver, but then,
I know.
like, I feel like this it was only a couple years ago when I started driving, but it's still like, you know, I'm fine with the loud music and the friends in the back seat all messing with each other, you know, so, but it's crazy how distracting that can get. And like when you're late at night, you're tired. So it's just, this is a good thing, I think, because parents kind of do know best because they've been driving a little bit, but then the kids do need some kind of freedom. So,
but they need some kind of ground rules. Like, I understand the need for having ground rules and saying, you know, what time they need to be home, all that kind of stuff. I think that helps the child feel even like a safer driver if they have a contract with their parents.
Because a 16-year-old coming home at 4 o'clock in the morning, I mean, come on, parents,
not
like, what is that? What is that?
I don't really get what this is. Do they, like, the parent writes it up?
It can just, the parent can come up with certain guidelines for their child, and if they send this in to the insurance company, or the insurance company maybe gives them guidelines for what they need to write down, they can actually get, I guess, reduction on premiums.
That's crazy. You could just do that and not enforce it whatsoever and just get a discount.
Yeah, that's true, and it's so expensive to like cover teenagers under 25.
Especially boys. 16-year-old boys, so expensive. So I'm sure a lot of parents are going to be looking into this. And obviously it's working. If insurance companies are going to take off any kind of money, then this must be working in some way. So also, Starbucks is going to begin to sell alcohol, wine and beer, which they're wanting more of a adult audience, and they want a lot more people to come in the evenings rather than just the morning for their coffee.
We have a Starbucks here on campus. That would be interesting if that came to our campus, you know, selling alcohol at LBJ.
Well, George's does, right?
Yeah, George's does. They have a bar.
Yeah, George's has a bar.
That would make classes more interesting. Can I get a shot with this espresso? I don't know.
I mean, more power to them if they want to have an older audience. Starbucks is a huge company. I think so.
They can do what they want. I mean, it might not be able to be enforced on campus because it is still, you know, a school. But
right.
Yeah. Well, I think they're trying it out in Seattle first and seeing how it goes. I guess if they can make a profit off of it, if they're actually going to get in more people than usual, and I guess expand it after that if it works.
Do you really think that would work? I just feel like people don't go there for, like,
yeah,
that's not what they go there
I don't think
it's like
people go there.
It's the morning rush, and then after that, it's dead for the most part.
That's what they're trying to fix.
Yeah.
That's why they're trying to sell alcohol now.
They're trying to get more people to come at night. I mean, I don't know. I get Starbucks in the morning. Don't really care about it at night.
Yeah.
And USA Today is also reporting that women are actually the most generous whenever it comes to charities, that they give the most money, whether they're married or not, widowed, divorced, no matter what, across the board, women give more to charities, which is really interesting, I think, because usually you think of men as making the most money, so they would be the most giving of people, but it's not the way it is, apparently.
Well, I can see the wife donating their husband's money. And
Well, they're saying even
the
women
ones who
who
do it.
aren't married are giving also.
I don't know.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, maybe it's just the way it is, but it just seems kind of like, you know, women seem to like hear about that stuff, and then men will be like, oh, that sounds like a good cause, you know, but the women will be like more active.
More of the caregivers, and that's the person.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that's true, because this is like a smaller example, but I know whenever we see like a homeless guy on the side of the road, my boyfriend will be like, no, don't you give him money. I'll like sneak it out.
And also, back to Texas State and about homecoming, there have been a lot of complaints this season about how there's not enough spirit on campus, especially that not everyone knows about homecoming events, not everyone's attending, not everyone's going to the games. What do y'all think the university can do to try to increase spirit here?
I mean, I do agree that a lot of people don't know about the events. You either have to be really into football, baseball, volleyball to really know, or you have to be in an organization that actually, you know, you have to go to these events. I really would love to see Texas State promoting all events, everything, get more people out there, make it a fun event, just to get more people out there. I feel, I don't know, what do you feel?
They're bribing us to come to the games because it's free to get in. Just scan your ID card. You come several times, you'll get points, you can get free stuff.
Free food, free stuff.
There's free food.
Yeah, tailgating.
Oh, that's true,
Tailgating.
yeah.
Free food. Everybody, college students love free
I don't know, it's
food.
always expensive inside sporting events, so I typically don't even bring money, you know. But Yeah, tailgating is a really big thing, especially homecoming week. I know it's going to be crazy, and I'm a freshman, so.
They just need to promote it out there. I don't know how, but if we can get ways, then that would be great.
I mean, the quad, everybody goes through there every day. Like, there's the big statue right there between Alkek and the main area of the quad. I mean, you can easily put up a big sign that says, hey, homecoming game this weekend, you know?
I completely zone people out in the quad.
They were selling T-shirts, homecoming T-shirts in the quad, actually. When I went through there, I think it was yesterday, if I'm not sure. I saw free homecoming T-shirts, but
they were free?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that must
I
have gone by
missed out
quick.
on a free T-shirt. I didn't even know that.
But I mean, when everybody walks into the quad, I think everyone's just like, let's just go to class. I don't want to deal with you.
There's always people there trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Handing flyers. I never want those flyers, and they always give them to me. They always target me. Greenpeace too.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever.
Well, another topic in San Marcos is that students actually, I just found this out, can't rent homes just anywhere. If you're a student and you're wanting to live in a house, there are only certain areas in San Marcos that you can do that.
Really?
Because it has to be a multiple family zoned area rather than a single family, because I guess they don't want 4 students living in one home with 4 cars and their friends, their boyfriends, their girlfriends coming over. They want to kind of keep the San Marcos community certain places for families.
Oh, yeah.
Was that real estate great locations?
Great locations.
Yeah, they told me that when I went in. You can only have 2 people with different names under one roof.
Now there's another apartment complex being built, right? Aspen Heights, is that correct?
I mean, I'm sure college students can live there. It's pretty much homes in like residential areas.
Yeah.
Where are the residential areas?
Oh,
I haven't
I
even
haven't
seen
figured
any.
Sagewood students can
that's-
rent there. That's like
like-
one of the areas.
That's the student neighborhood, basically, in
Right.
Sagewood. And I know, like, up in Lubbock, where they have a large population that lives off campus, there's basically a whole neighborhood where it's all students. And then the downside to that is if you are, a family living in that area, there's parties to deal with, there's a lot of noise. So,
That's right.
yeah, it's just constantly going to happen. You can't exactly keep calling police to, like, say, hey, they're being loud over here, then they're being loud over there,
I don't
too.
see why you would choose to live on Sagewood if you weren't a college student.
Yeah, and I think that's the point of it, that they don't want college students moving into areas where people are raising their families. And they say that there's a lot of problems with trash, noise, parking. Those are the 3 main things with college students that they always have
Those
complaints
houses
about.
get torn up, too, that some of my friends live in.
Really?
Oh, my gosh. They abuse those houses.
I don't know. I live in a great apartment location. It's just all college students, so it's pretty good.
Now, also, we have a YouTube channel, Christina.
Yes, it's to view all of our episodes and all our clips. You can log on to www.youtube.com/txstate La Bella Vida. I want to say it's La Bella Vida. It's all together. And we also have a Facebook group. You can just search La Bella Vida, and it will lead you to the Facebook group. That way you can watch our show.
Well, that's all for the scoop. Thank you for tuning in.
And thank you so much for joining this week's La Bella Vida. We hope you watch Texas Nation right after us. And stay tuned next week when we have a new episode. Adios.
See ya.